We are providing public access both in the courtroom and also online. And we have an arraignment in People v. Baker, file 25-7081FH. Counsel, you want to state your appearances for the record, please?
Melissa Goodrich, Cheboygan County Prosecutor.
Thank you, Honor. Ravi Gurumurthy on behalf of Mr. Baker.
All right, good afternoon. And we're here for an arraignment on a charge of delivery of methamphetamine, a 20-year felony. Have you had a chance to review that charging document with your client?
I did, Your Honor. By way of arraignment, we would ask the court to enter a not guilty plea, and we would waive formal reading of the felony complaint, Judge. However, we do have this resolved. If the court's willing to accept a plea and take a plea today, we would tender that plea. I did discuss that plea as well with Mr. Baker. He's willing to go forward and tender that plea. And we did discuss his trial rights as well.
Okay, what's the plea agreement?
Plea agreement is to an added count 2 possession of methamphetamine. Count 1 would be dismissed. There's also a sentence agreement for a treatment under 7411 status. And there is a $100 restitution to sin.
Okay, very good. And is a forensic center referral requested?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, and I have an amended information adding count 2. Do you consent to the filing and waive the reading?
I do.
Okay, Mr. Baker, you want to enter that plea today, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, would you please raise your right hand for me? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Now, how do you pronounce your first name, Mr. Baker?
Elsid?
Okay, are you Elsid Joseph Baker III?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and Mr. Baker, a guilty plea hearing is an important event because it includes the waiver of constitutional rights that you have. So I want you to listen carefully. If you have a question for me, go ahead and ask it. If you need some time to talk to your attorney, you just let me know and I'll put you in a breakout room. Do you understand those things?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I have to advise you the maximum penalty for the charge of possession of methamphetamine. It is a felony. It's punishable by a maximum of 10 years and or a $15,000 fine. Do you understand that maximum penalty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole anywhere?
No, Your Honor.
Were you on bond for any other case at the time of this incident?
No, not for when this took place. No.
All right. Do you understand if you enter a plea, you won't have a trial and you'll give up the rights that you would have had at trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
I want to remind you of some of the more important of those rights. You have the right to be tried by a jury, and at that trial to be presumed innocent unless and until the prosecutor proves your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You'd have the right to have the witnesses against you appear and to question them. You would have the right to present witnesses in your own defense and have me order those folks to show up. You would have the right to testify at your own defense, at your own trial, or to remain silent and not have your silence used against you in any way. Do you understand all those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you wish to give them up and enter the plea here today?
Yes, Your Honor.
If I accept your plea, you give up any claim that it was caused by threats or by promises beyond the plea agreement. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Also, when you plead guilty, you lose the right to appeal. And if you wanted to appeal, you'd have to seek permission by filing an application. But the types of issues you could raise on an appeal after a plea are very limited, much more limited than if you were convicted after trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
The plea agreement provides in exchange for your plea to possession, the prosecutor will dismiss the delivery count. There's restitution of $100 agreed upon and a sentence agreement for treatment under section 7411 of the Public Health Code, which would be a dismissal if you successfully complete probation. Do you understand the terms of that plea agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that sentence agreement is not binding on me, meaning I don't have to follow it. But if I didn't follow it, you'd be allowed to withdraw your plea. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now that's unless you engage in some misconduct between now and the sentencing. Let's say you don't show up for court, or you abscond on your bond, you commit a new crime, or you violate conditions of your bond. That type of misconduct could cause you to lose the right to withdraw your plea, even if I didn't give you the 7411. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Other than the plea agreement, has anybody promised you anything to get you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody threatened you to make you?
No, Your Honor.
Is it your own free choice to enter that plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing all this, how do you wish to plead to the charge of possession of methamphetamine?
Guilty, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Baker, back on January 17th of this year, were you in Cheboygan County?
Yes, Your Honor.
And while you were in that county, did you possess the controlled substance methamphetamine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you know that you were in possession of that substance?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you have any lawful authority to possess it?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Gurumurthy, you satisfied with the factual basis?
I am.
Ms. Goodrich?
Yes.
And Mr. Gurumurthy, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or inducements?
No, sir.
And do you believe I've complied with the court rule?
I do.
Ms. Goodrich, do you agree?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Baker, I find that your plea is knowingly, understandingly, and voluntarily made, and that there is a sufficient basis in fact and law to believe you're guilty of that offense. So I hereby accept your plea. Ms. Goodrich, any objection to continuation of bond?
No objection.
Bond will be continued. I could schedule sentencing, Mr. Gurumurthy, for Tuesday, January 13th in the afternoon. Would that work for you?
Just checking, Judge. I think that will.
Okay, we can schedule that for 1:40 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Now, Mr. Baker, it's your responsibility to contact our probation department and schedule an interview. They can a lot of times do that over the phone or in Zoom. If they need it to be in person, you have to comply with that. But you have to cooperate with that process so they can write a report with recommendations to me on what to do.
Okay.
And then we'll see you in person on January 13th at 1:40 in the afternoon for your sentencing. Do you have any questions for me, sir?
Yes. So do I call the probation officer, like, or the agency today, or?
Yeah, I would try calling him today, and if you need that number, Mr. Gurumurthy can get it to you, or you can contact
Okay, yeah.
circuit court staff and we can get it to you.
Okay. Thank
Mr.
you.
Baker, I'm gonna email that to you here in a few minutes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yep, no
All
problem.
right. Well, all right. We'll see you then, Mr. Baker.
Yep. Have a good day.
All right. Thank you. And Mr. Gurumurthy, I've got Mr. Winger. Let me bring, he's answering. You got to unmute yourself
Yeah,
here.
I'm unmuted now. I can hear you, Your Honor.
Okay, great. All right. We have People v. Gavin Winger, file 25-7079FH. We've got counsel for defendant and defendant both appearing by video from separate locations. Let me know if you need a breakout room. And Mr. Gurumurthy, this is up for docket call. What's our status here?
Your Honor, we have this matter resolved. In my discussions with Mr. Winger, he's indicated he would take advantage of the offer that was tendered in this matter. The offer is to plead to count one, which is a 5-year felony, and or $5,000 fine. That's possession of a weapon by a prohibited person. Added count 4, operating while intoxicated, which is a 93-day misdemeanor, and then count 5, which is another 93-day misdemeanor, possession of a weapon under the influence. Remaining counts in HAB 3 would be dismissed. There's also an agreement of a county jail cap.
Okay. And Mr. Winger, is that how you want to proceed today?
It is, Your Honor.
All right. Would you please raise your right hand for me? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Mr. Winger, a guilty plea hearing is important because you waive constitutional rights that you have. So please listen. If you have a question, go ahead and ask. I'm happy to answer it. If you need a minute with your lawyer, just let me know. We're happy to create a breakout room for you to talk to him. All right.
All right.
Now, I have to advise you of the maximum penalty for the charges that you'd be pleading to. Count one, possession of a firearm by a prohibited person is a felony punishable by 5 years and or $5,000 fine with mandatory forfeiture of the weapon or device. Count four, operating while intoxicated is a 93-day misdemeanor and or a fine of $100 to $500 and or 360 hours of community service. And the court could order rehabilitative programs, vehicle immobilization, and costs of prosecution and emergency response. And count five, possession of a firearm under the influence is also a misdemeanor, punishable by 93 days in jail and or a $100 or $500 fine for using or discharging the firearm. $100 fine or $500 if you've used or discharged the firearm, I'm sorry, and mandatory forfeiture of the weapon or device. Do you understand the maximum penalty for those charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole anywhere?
No, sir.
Were you on bond for any other case at the time of this incident?
No, Your Honor, I was not.
Do you understand if you plead guilty, you give up the rights that you would have at trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
I want to remind you of the most important of those rights. You'd have the right to be tried by a jury and at that trial to be presumed innocent unless and until the prosecutor proved your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You'd have the right to have the witnesses against you appear and to question them. You'd have the right to present witnesses in your own defense and have me order them to show up. You'd have the right to testify in your own defense or remain silent and not have your silence used against you. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have any questions for me or your lawyer about any of those rights?
Not at this time, no.
Okay, do you wish to waive those rights and enter this plea agreement today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Winger, if I accept your plea, you give up any claim that it was caused by threats or by promises beyond the plea agreement. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Also, when you plead guilty, you lose the right to appeal. And if you wanted to appeal, you'd have to seek permission by filing an application. But the types of issues that you could raise on appeal by application are very limited, much more limited than if you went to trial and were convicted. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the plea agreement provides, as your attorney outlined, in exchange for your plea of guilty to those charges, the remaining charges and the habitual will be dismissed. Any weapons seized to be forfeited to the agency that seized them. And there's a sentence agreement for a county jail cap. Do you understand the terms of that agreement?
I do, Your Honor, yes.
And Mr. Winger, that county cap is not binding on me. If I didn't want to follow it, I wouldn't have to. But if I decided I wanted to send you to prison, you would have the right to withdraw your plea because you wouldn't be getting what you bargained for. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, there is an important exception to that. I want to make sure you get. If you have any misconduct between now and the sentencing date, by either absconding your bond or skipping court, failing to appear, committing a new crime, violating the conditions of your bond, misconduct like that would cause you to lose the right to withdraw your plea, even if I didn't follow the sentence agreement. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Other than the plea agreement, has anybody promised you anything to get you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Has anybody threatened you to make you?
No, sir.
Is it your own free choice to enter that plea?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
All right. Knowing all that, how do you wish to plead to the charge in amended count one, possession of a firearm by a prohibited person?
Guilty.
How do you wish to plead to the charge in count four, operating while intoxicated?
Guilty.
And how do you wish to plead to the charge in count five, possession of a firearm under the influence?
Guilty.
So, Mr. Winger, back on July 22nd of this year, were you in Cheboygan County?
Yes, I was.
And were you operating a motor vehicle on South River Road, a public highway?
Yes, I was.
Before you operated that vehicle, had you consumed alcoholic beverages?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Did you have some contact with law enforcement?
Yes, I did.
And did they give you a test to determine the amount of alcohol in your body?
Yes, they did, Your Honor.
Did that reveal that the amount of alcohol in your body was greater than the legal limit of 0.08?
Yes, sir, it was.
And so your ability to operate that motor vehicle was substantially affected by the consumption of alcohol, would you agree?
Yes, I do agree, Your Honor.
And while you were under the influence of that alcohol, were you in possession of a firearm?
Yes,
Did you have a previous conviction for breaking and entering with intent, a felony crime?
yes, I did, Your Honor.
And did that render you legally ineligible to possess that firearm?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Gurumurthy, are you satisfied with the factual basis?
I am.
Ms. Goodrich?
Yes.
And Mr. Gurumurthy, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or inducements?
No.
And do you believe I fully complied with the requirements of MCR 6.302?
Yes.
Ms. Goodrich, do you agree?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Wenger, I find that your plea is entered knowingly, understandingly, and voluntarily, and that there's a sufficient basis in fact and law to believe that you committed those offenses, so I hereby accept your plea of guilty to them. Ms. Goodrich, do you have any objection to continuation of bond?
No objection.
Okay, bond will be continued. Mr. Wenger, you'll have to contact the probation department to have them prepare a pre-sentence report for me. And we could schedule your sentencing for Tuesday afternoon, January 13th at 1:30.
Okay, Your Honor.
Anything further, Mr. Gurumurthy?
No, sir. Thank you.
Anything further, Ms. Goodrich?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Wenger, we'll see you then.
Okay, have a great day. Thank you guys for your time.
Okay. And is that all you have, Mr. Gurumurthy, today?
That is all I have, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, you have a good day and
You too, sir.
happy Thanksgiving.